Ciao guys, Igor from Straightline Headquarter, and today we're gonna do a video in which I want to talk to you about one of my design collaborations. So for the ones of you that don't know me and don't know the brand, so I'm Igor, the owner of Straightline EDC brand, and with the Straightline EDC brand, I am doing my own products under my own brand, for which I collaborate with different manufacturers, and also I am designing knives for other brands. And today we are going to talk about one of these collaborations, which I designed for the company that is called Maserin. Maserin is a company based in Magnacut, the knife town of Italy, and it's a company with a pretty long tradition. So we're talking about a company that was born in 1960. So this year is 65 years that they are in the business. So pretty good history and tradition in making knives. So in this case, it's a company with which I never collaborated in the past, but I knew from when I was a kid, obviously living in Magnacut. But yeah, it happened that they are bringing in some new generation in the company, and one of the guys in the new generation is called Jimmy, and he's a big friend of mine from when we were a kid. So we basically were taking the same school bus to get to school. So and then obviously our lives split it. Everyone goes to his own path, and that's a good word, and you will understand later. But at a certain point, Maserin, when Jimmy came back to the company, to the family company, and I was just went off from my previous job, and we were at a show, and I remember I visited the Maserin booth, and I talked with them, and just a couple of days later, Jimmy called me and asked me, yeah, Igor, how are you doing? It's a long time we don't see each other, etc., etc. And in the meantime, we say, okay, I know you're now doing something by your own, so maybe you could be interested in collaborating. And I said him immediately, yes, why not? So we started thinking, and I said to him, before we plan a meeting, before we see each other, before we started talking about what we want to do, I want to check what you're doing and what's your current range. It was a little while I was not seeing and looking at their website and catalog, so I checked what was the range, what were the last models they did. Okay, we planned, we meet each other, and so I asked him what they wanna do. You wanna do a fixed blade? You wanna do a folder? Which kind of knife, etc. And the reply was they were open to do both, fixed blade or folder. So what I told them is that I was more focused at that time on the fixed blade, and is something that I still am for my brand. I like small fixed blades. He told me we're open to do both, and I told him okay. So I want to start first with a fixed blade, with a small fixed blade. I think you need something in your range. There is a little gap we can fill with a small fixed blade for pocket carry, and then if we are good on that, we can go ahead with possibly folder. So what I did is start designing a fixed blade, and the fixed blade I design is the path that recalls the word pan I told a couple of minutes ago. Anyway, so I started working on the path, and so throwing some designs, trying to see some lines, etc. Send them, and got that we talked. We had another meeting, etc., and we got it approved. So let's give a check to the path first. So let's check the path. So Maserin path, as I was telling, is a small fixed blade knife. It has been the first knife I designed for Maserin. In this case, what I wanted to do is I wanted to have lines that recall something classic, that fits very well with the Maserin communication, with the Maserin, let's say, image. But also I wanted to put also something new. Like, so the first that I designed is the one that I'm showing you. So is the, let's say, like, you can see a classic handle design, like with a little bit of belly here for a nice and comfortable grip. But putting together a reverse tanto blade shape that gives that a little bit modern twist to the design. Um, Talking about a little bit, let's through some specs on this knife. We are talking about M390 steel, like 6162 HRC. The blade length is 8 centimeters, so 3.15 inches, and the total length is 17 centimeters, so 6.7 inches. Um, the blade thickness is 3.3 millimeters, so 0.13 inches. It's available in different variations. In this case, we have like four, so there are four different variations for different handle materials. The denim canvas, the denim micarta that I have in my hands, that there is the walnut. Then we have olive wood handle and a fat carbon black and orange. So for this knife, I wanted to like go ahead in my path of what I'm doing also with my brand. So small fixed blades with some like distinctive thing that I wanted to have on my small fixed blades. So one of them is, you can see here on the back. So we have a lanyard pin and not a lanyard hole, so we can keep like the design of the handle and the knife more clean without having a hole in the somewhere in the handle. And the other very specific thing, the particular thing that I want to that I brought and I want to move forward with, is the sheath to carry these kind of knives. This is not my Smart Mag sheath that I made for straight line, but still use the same idea of the two magnets. So it's a pocket sheath, leather made, very nicely made by leather. And yeah, this is how you can see that with the knife full inserted. So in this case, when I designed it a little bit longer, but Maserin wanted to have a little bit shorter to give more access to the handle, and it all makes sense. So obviously you will have not like completely discreet carry on this. You will have a piece of your handle sticking out of your pocket, but on the other side you will have like great access on the knife to extract it. And this is a very important thing on fixed blades, because usually a fixed blade is a more a tool than a folding knife, at least in my opinion. So you need to have a quick access to that. So as I was mentioning, I designed first the reverse tanto, but then we wanted to have also another option, and so went for a classic drop point style. So if I see this more like the working version, so like the working brother between the two, this one is more like the classier. Still can handle like good works. You can do different tasks with it, but personally, I like it a lot as my steak knife. So, and I really like to have my personal steak knife in wood. In this case, it's a walnut wood. So yeah, same specs, same idea. So you can see, the length are the same. But see, like a classier brother of the other one. You can see there are different finishing on the blade. So based on the handle that you will choose, you will have different finishing on the blade. So after the path was approved and started making the first prototypes or the first CAD designs, better to say, they told us, okay, we were very happy with the first design, so why don't we try to do also a folder? And I said, yeah, it's exciting. I wanna do that. So for the folder, the idea I got was to take, so looking at their range, looking at where they were going, was to take something already existing, a piece that was already existing, and then like develop a design around it. And what I found out is an interesting lock they have that is called W lock. It's probably not like the most fidget lock around the market, but it was still something like interesting and was something they had like unique. And so I designed the knife around that lock. Um, this second knife is called the Pulse, and it's called the Pulse for a couple of reasons that we will see. And yeah, so I sent them the drawing, and they liked it a lot, and so we started also with the production of the Pulse. That we want to check it out now. So talking about the Pulse, as already mentioned, is a folding knife, and we did the same thing we did on the path, like producing two different blade styles. So we have a reverse tanto and a drop point, and the same that happened with the path is the first I designed was the reverse tanto, because I don't know, I like it better. For the Pulse, what we did is I wanted to start from something that Maserin has like a particular thing, like a special thing, and try to design something around it. And what I found out on the range was this lock that is called the W lock. That you can see it works with like this little sledge here that you pull to disengage the blade, and then when you open, it went locked. So yeah, what happened is that I started basically from thinking, designing a knife around the locking system, and in this I wanted to put all the things that I like. So obviously in my designs we have a lot of straight lines that you can see here, simple lines, also yeah, some curves to make it more comfortable to grip and a better ergonomy. Wanted to go with flat scales to keep it simple, but still, like as you can see on this particular version, classy. So what I wanted to do is to to design a knife that checks all the marks that I want on a folding knife, and that I know a lot of customers wants and looks for, and to make it like good for modern tastes. So basically, another very important factor. I wanted these to be like completely ambidextrous. So what happens is what we made is we had a double thumbstud. The lock is obviously ambidextrous. You can see it's mounted on the back, and the clip is reversible. So it's mounted here on the back of the handle. Let me, okay. And I want it to be like a deep carry pocket clip, because I like to carry knives in that way. So as I try to do with all my knives, since I'm not only a designer and brand owner, I like to. I'm also a customer, and I wanted to put on the knives what I wanted to have as my knife to carry. In this case, talking about specs, we are talking about Magnacut steel, as you can see there. It's 62 HRC hardened. The blade length is 8 centimeters, so 3.15 inches. And the total length is 19 centimeters, so 7.5 inches. It's also, considering its size, it's a pretty light knife, because we are talking about 85 grams, so a little bit less than 3 ounces. The inside, you can see we have no steel liners, so to keep it as light as possible. And yeah, For this knife, again, I designed first the reverse tanto. That's maybe the one that I like a little bit more, and then the you want to call it drop point or straight back um, blade. This is available in three different versions. So you have this great fat carbon with black and orange. You have denim micarta, and then there is a black micarta also available. For this knife, when talking about the name, um, I came up with the idea of pulse because for a couple of reasons. Because when I designed it, it's been like pretty quick to design, and so I call it like an impulsive design. And also for its opening, so you can feel the pulse when you open with the thumbstud. Um, yeah, so these are basically the reasons for its name. Let me know what you think about the name and the reasons behind it. These are the polls. Let me know what you think in the comments. So after checking the two knives, I'm really interested to know what are your opinion, guys. I really am interested and curious to understand what you like and what you don't like on both. If you like the names that we gave, it's been a long process to give them, so I would be happy if you like them. Jokes beside, I really like to know what you think about these two projects. These projects are available and are available on the Maserin website, so www.maserin.com, and also on several knife shops around the world. So just Google the name of the two knives and look for wherever you're most comfortable to purchase them if you want. So this has been great to talk with you about these projects. I will be back with other videos. I hope you like these videos. So let me know if you want also to have other videos that talk about my collaborations or whatever other videos you would like to have. As I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, but as I mentioned, I am also a good collector of knives. So if you want to give a check to my collection or whatever, just let me know in the comments what you would like to see. Uh, Again, it's been great to talk with you. Hope you liked the knives and the video, and see you next time. Ciao, guys.